What's up, y'all? We are back with another one. So this is going to be a night flight across downtown Los Angeles as promised. And before we get into it, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who watched that last video and commented and liked and subscribed and all that. I was not expecting that video to kind of blow up like that. So just want to say thank you first and foremost. The one thing I want to point out is that I actually left a poll that a lot of you guys voted on, asking about the camera angle. Um, so I only have one camera, and that last video was on a side angle. So I asked if you wanted a front view or a side angle, and you guys voted, and everyone voted for the front windshield view. So. You guys clearly didn't want to see my ugly mug. I mean, I thought I was cute, but apparently not. So this is what you get. But we're about to fix that right now. All right, so yeah, here we go. We're at my home base, Whiteman Airport. We're taking off on runway 12. And this is going to be a straight out departure. They call it a four stacks departure. And the reason that is because if you look on a VFR map, one of the visual checkpoints is these four smokestacks. You can't really see them from this video. Um, but there are these four smokestacks straight out and off to the left just a little bit. I think you can see them there, those blinking light, or the lights aren't blinking, but yeah, they're just like above and to the left of the PFD, or the G1000. Yeah, you can't really tell, I don't think, but yeah, there's four smokestacks there, so that's the four stacks departure. You're going straight out, headed towards the south, where you run right into Burbank Airport. And while we're on the topic of camera angles and things like that, I want to give a special shout out to a subscriber here that goes by the name of Tristan Irvin. He saw my last video and where I was talking about getting support and getting more cameras and things like that. And he actually said he had a camera sitting around, a GoPro sitting on his desk collecting dust, and said I could have it if I wanted it for multiple camera angles. So I want to give that dude a huge shout out. He actually has a YouTube channel himself. He's a recently new private pilot. He has a YouTube channel called Fly With Tristan, so I'll put a link in the description to his page. So I would appreciate it if you guys go over there, check him out, see what he's got going on. He's showing me support very early on in my channel, so like I want to do the best I can to show support, where people are supporting me especially. So by all means, go and check him out. So this shot, I wanted to go on the flight that night because the next day we were gonna get what's called Santa Ana winds, and these are very strong winds that come from the north. Like they're usually, if I remember correctly, they're from like a high pressure system that develops kind of like in Central California, and then those winds blow south, like all across Southern California. So I just wanted to give you guys a visual representation of what the Santa Ana winds look like. That snapshot was from a couple of days later. So Burbank Airport, you see those flashing lights off to the bottom right. That's Burbank Airport. You talk to them as soon as you depart Whiteman when you're heading in this direction. And in this particular case, they put me on the 5 freeway and had me restricted to 2,500 feet or below. So I'm just going to speed up here, pretty much flying over Burbank, the city. And there's Glendale and stuff too. One important checkpoint that you can't really see from this camera or from this view as you couldn't see Griffith Observatory, which is pretty cool to see, daytime or night. And also, if you notice there, I actually had to turn down the brightness on the G1000s. It's something I probably should have done on the ground, actually. But yeah, once I got in the air, I was like, yeah, this is way too bright. So you could kind of see Dodger Stadium there. I have some separate clips that I took with my phone, which has better low light visibility than the GoPro does. So yeah, there's Dodger Stadium. Go Los Angeles Dodgers. They won the World Series. For those that don't know, there's like a huge celebration in LA because of that. And then yeah, right in the back there is downtown Los Angeles. It's always like a beautiful sight to see. You know, I love doing this flight at night, but after this one, I was kind of like second guessing it because, I mean, if you look here, like where are you gonna land? You like usually during the daytime, there's a lot of railroad tracks around here, and I follow along. If I'm heading towards the south, I'll follow the LA River. LA River railroad tracks. That's usually where I'm gonna land if the engine fails. But it's like I have kids, and yeah, I don't want to be caught in a bad situation. So I don't know if I'm gonna do this flight at nighttime anymore. But yeah, I did a 180. So now I'm going from east to west, just north of downtown Los Angeles. You can see City Hall right there, passing just behind the spar. And that's going to be, that string of lights is going to be the 101 freeway. Yeah, I was kind of talking to you guys throughout this whole flight, but I had an issue with the audio recorder again, so that's why I'm doing this voiceover here. But yeah, I really enjoyed night flying. Like it's one of my, that's downtown Los Angeles, the Crypto.com arena. You got the LA Convention Center. Um, yeah, a lot of action going on there. LA Live, uh, lots of venues and things to do downtown LA. But let's see what else is coming up here. Oh, and I got a quick shot of USC. But what I was saying was, yeah, night flights. Like I love going on night flights, especially in the Los Angeles area. Like Los Angeles airspace is so busy. There's always people up in the air. You got, uh, just in the San Fernando Valley, you have three airports. You got a Class Charlie and two Deltas, right next to each other. And then just south of that, you got LA Class Bravo. You got Hawthorne. Um, and yeah, it's a crazy complex airspace. And so I like to go up at night because it's just quiet. Like I love it. There's something spiritual about it for me. There's nobody up there. Like I usually take the engine RPMs down to 1,900 RPMs. This is a SoFi Stadium where the Rams play. You got the Kia Forum in purple, that circle right there. And that dark spot that you see with no lights, that's actually a cemetery. That's a Inglewood Park Cemetery. I actually have several relatives that are buried there. Just in case you're curious what that gigantic dark spot was. But yeah, I love night flying. Like I said, I usually take the RPMs down to 1900, take it slow, take it easy, just think. But I don't get too complacent, obviously. I stay aware of what's going on in the air and what's going on around me. But yeah, it's something, I don't know, being up in the sky like that at night is, I don't know, it's just a marvel for me to see every single time. So yeah, the other thing that I did that you'll see towards the end of this video is actually my nighttime currency. So I did my 3 takeoffs and landings to a full stop at night here. So you'll see that in just a little bit because we're pretty much heading back right now. So I have another clip coming up passing by USC again. So yeah, that's the Coliseum. You see USC, those orange lights. You got the Coliseum, you got the Natural History Museum, the California Science Center, I think it is, where they have the space shuttle, or the California Space Center. I forget what it's called, but it's all there in that little circle. So we're passing by downtown Los Angeles again on the south side, and then we're about to cut up back north, and then I have a couple more clips for you guys. But yeah, stay tuned for the takeoffs and landings at night, because on that last one, like I have a little tip for you guys. So this is just making the left turn northbound. And you got downtown Los Angeles there. And I'm just gonna I have 2 more clips coming up. One of downtown LA again, and then another one of Dodger Stadium. Another one. Shout out to DJ Khaled on that one. Yeah, for the life of me, I can't figure out why my phone takes better low light than a GoPro. Like a GoPro's job is to, it's a camera. It's supposed to take pretty good footage. And that's all it does. Video footage and photos. But this is from my phone. And the video quality is way better. But it is what it is. Yeah, I just realized I left that menu screen up on the PFD there to adjust the brightness. Yeah, there's Dodger Stadium again. You can see a little helicopter there. And then leading all the way up to the valley, you can see at the top of the screen there, which is where we're going. Burbank Airport is right in that area. Just wanted to give you guys another vantage point. So we're gonna speed it up here. Now we're pretty much back in the valley. We're flying over downtown Burbank. And then there's Burbank Airport just to the left there. So yeah, before you enter here, obviously you call up Burbank Tower, tell them that you want to do a transition back to Whiteman Airport. And then you pretty much get the same restrictions. They want to keep you at 2,500 feet or below. And usually approaching this Whiteman Airport from this angle, like the typical traffic pattern is a left downwind for 1-2, but when you're coming in from the south, they usually put you on a right downwind for 1-2, and they keep you inside the 5 freeway. And that's probably just for safety, because there's, you know, towards the east, there's a lot of mountains and stuff there and hills. And then, you know, there's Whiteman Airport off to the right. So I'm on the right downwind now. And then we'll slow it back down. And then we're gonna roll into our right base. And that freeway right there is the 118. The 118 freeway is used a lot by both Van Nuys and Whiteman Airport to kind of keep traffic in check. Then we're gonna roll into our final here. And bam. Yeah, I was coming in a little hot on this landing, so I actually ended up going to the end of the runway, which is Echo, taxiway Echo.
We're gonna taxi back for close traffic.
I didn't feel the need. There wasn't any traffic in the area, and I didn't feel the need to smash on the brakes just to get off at Delta. So I just took it all the way to the end.
Off the runway.
So yeah, here we're gonna clean up. And the one thing about Whiteman Airport that could get on people's nerves is after you get off the runway, you know how you usually switch to ground. You know, they usually don't have you switch back to ground to taxi back to wherever you're going, especially if you're staying in the pattern. They just want you to stay on tower frequency. So just do a speed up. We're on taxiway Alpha, going doing a taxi back to runway 12.
Make sure it's full rich lights. Got our camera, transponder 1200.
And you saw the landing light come on. So that's where I do my lights, camera, action after I get my clearance to take off. So now we're just doing pattern work. Like I told you guys before, the traffic pattern is a left pattern, so we're just gonna do left close traffic here. Start the takeoff roll. We're in our left downwind. Left base, and then left turn to final. And I remember this vividly because this was about a week ago, but yeah, this was my best landing. The second one was my best landing out of the three for sure. This one was butter.
Mid high.
I was like impressed with myself after that landing.
That's oh, that was butter. That's one of the best landings I've done.
I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a clap on that one. I was right.
Once you get off, that's just a tough.
I was super proud of that landing. But I promise I'm not one of those people that claps after every landing when I'm
Strobe lights still
on an
going.
airliner.
Oh
I'm
my
not one of
gosh,
those.
we're gonna flap something.
So yeah, doing a taxi back, and then this will be the third and final takeoff and landing.
Lights, camera, action. Let's do it. Nobody coming from the opposite end.
And on this one, I really want you to pay attention to the rollout on final, because I did something that you should really be aware of, and you'll see it in just a moment here. So here we are, our left downwind. And then our left base, and then our rollout to final. And if you look closely, I overshot the turn to final, and that's something you want to watch out for because um, some pilots, newer pilots, might have a tendency to overbank in that situation, and you lose a lot of vertical component of lift when you do that. And when you're that low and that slow, that puts you into a dangerous situation where you can stall. And that low to the ground, you're not going to recover from a stall. So, be aware of that. Make sure that if you do overshoot, then don't overbank. Just keep your regular bank angle until you straighten out and correct it. And if it's a bad situation all around, you can't correct in time, then just go around. Just be on the safe side with that one. Bam. All right, and that was the third landing. So now I could carry people. I think I could always carry people, but I have to double check my logbook. But that's pretty much it. Thank you again. Thanks everybody for all the support that you've showed. Like I said, all the comments and everything. I hope you enjoyed all those beautiful sights around downtown Los Angeles. And I think I'll just see you guys on the next one. I appreciate it. Peace.